All of my pretty items I'm keeping in the basement, and let's go down there and check it out. Really have no idea what I'm going to put in these shelves yet.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to North and South, and welcome back to the second part of this fireplace. I'm very happy with the progress we made on this fireplace and where we got it to from where we started, but you can already see it's not finished. And not only is it not finished, some of the things we did in the last video have not lasted. And it wasn't necessarily expensive, but it also wasn't necessarily cheap. This peel and stick granite. And it is looking great on the bottom, but on the back, it's peeling. So I thought it was you peel it from the backer paper and stick it to something. I didn't know it was then like, no, it continues to peel, and then you will keep resticking it and it'll keep peeling and resticking it. I've actually used this sort of paper on countertops before and it was fine, but it's not working on this vertical. So maybe it's not really made to be vertical. I don't know. Either way, I've changed my mind, and I could get some glue and restick it, but I actually think I'm just gonna take this same stain and stain the wood in the back, because I know that's not gonna peel. It's gonna be done. So that's what I'm gonna do. Mike's gonna help me take this back out into the garage because I also need to finish it. I am going to use shellac as a top coat. Then I'm gonna come back in with some black wax to fill in some of these details to make them pop more. I have been avoiding doing this because we've put everything on it and we've been using it. Well, I haven't actually decorated it yet though, but we gotta get all the like speakers and TV stuff off of it, get the fireplace out of it, and then we can finish it. Fireplace is now back outside. Time for me to finish it. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. A mess. I actually might want you to take the back off because I think I need to sand that out a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna need to get some of that paper off because I can't stain over it.
You should mark the line where it goes.
Yeah. Turns out that decoupage is actually pretty strong. So this is covered by, this is not seam, but I have to be real careful that I don't go any further because it's kind of tearing into there. But I have this is goes back to the days of peeling wallpaper, which is
not
I don't know
good.
if I'll ever be able to use real wallpaper because of all the memories of peeling it. That's why peel and stick is the best, except for when it don't stick. Mm-hmm. Anyways. So once that's off, I'm gonna sand it and then sand this heavy line I made, otherwise that'll always show up. And I'll stain the inside. Okay, I've sanded, got nice and smooth and ready for the stain. But before I do that, he's gonna make some pieces because we didn't feel like the back was attaching very well. So anyways, I will do that after he does it so that I don't get dust all over it. All right, it's all back together. Mike put in some bracing so it's even tighter. And now it's time to stain the inside with my gel stain to make it just kind of disappear. Okay, it's the next day and it's finally time to apply the shellac. We're gonna hope that it gives it a like a consistent sheen. I still can't figure out why this gel stain has sometimes when it's shiny and sometimes when it's not. This is my first time using gel stain. I really like the opacity, but I don't love how the sheen over here is different than in other parts. There's little spots in other places that are like that. I don't know why. If you know why, tell me. But thankfully it's not a super bright room, so I don't think it has to be perfect. And it's an old piece of furniture, but it's part of the charm, right? It's charming. But I'm gonna add the shellac. It should give it just the same continuous sheen everywhere, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is dry, and now I'm gonna try my next step, which is black wax pushed into these and then wiped off with a rag. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I have some idea, obviously, that's why I'm doing it, but we're gonna move forward and see. Okay, got my wax brush. I haven't done this in a while. Used to do this all the time. We're gonna take a little bit of this. We're gonna push it into there. It's funny, it looks more brown than black, which is fine. It has all these little nooks and crannies, which is good for waxing things with a colored wax, because you can push it in there and then come back with your rag and wipe it off. This is not a very dark wax though. It's funny, it's black, but I don't see any black. Annie Sloan's black is much blacker. I mean, it's kind of nice because it's not like super intense. So that's good, I guess. But I'm not like really seeing much of anything. Well, I'm gonna keep going and see how it looks. You apply it and then you wait 15 to 20 minutes before you buff it. So that is a little different than Annie Sloan's. They say to give it a little bit longer before you buff it out. So I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I'm gonna leave it on there and then I'll come and buff it out and see if it added a little bit of dimension. I don't know. When I buff it out, you'll see that will take care of my brush marks there. But that is definitely not as dark as Annie Sloan's. So if you were thinking of doing a black wax, it's not maybe for that. I don't know. You guys, I forgot to film it and I rubbed it off and I think it looks pretty good. It's not as shiny. I'm gonna do a little bit more buffing, but I actually am pretty happy with the results. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of a project, you like really start to hate it because you feel like it's not coming together. But you keep going and eventually it does. So the back just added a little bit of dimension here. I don't know if you can tell, just enough that it looks a little bit less flat and a little bit like of age added to it, especially like it in here. You can kind of see the darker, just adds a little bit of age. And I think when you have a little bit of age like that, then the defects are like more permissible. Like they don't stand out to the eye as much, they feel more right. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more buffing with an old t-shirt and then I think it should be ready to take back inside and to finally get it really installed. Okay, this is done. I really like the sheen. When I did just the shellac, at first I was really worried that it was gonna like be too shiny. Now, if you're wondering why I use shellac, I bought the shellac originally because this thing smelled so bad. And shellac is amazing because it's a natural product that you can put on pretty much anything and it will seal the smell in. You can even paint it on walls and it will seal the smell in. I've done that. I bought once a couple of nightstands and got them home and realized they reeked of cigarette smoke inside and out. And I painted them inside and out with shellac and the smell was gone. So I thought I was gonna have to do that. Then I ended up, after cleaning and letting it sit for a month, it didn't smell bad. but I still had the shellac, still needed to seal it, so I went ahead and used it. All that to say, it was pretty shiny. But with the wax and the buffing, I really think the sheen is nice. It's not too much. It's kind of like a satiny sheen. Then Mike just came in and he drilled a hole and put a little cap on it so that I can put my fake fireplace in there and the cord can snake up through here. We're gonna put a power strip in here so we can plug in some other things like hide a gaming system in these shelves and whatnot. As for what I'm going to put in these shelves, I don't know yet. Obviously, it would be really cute with books. It'd be really cute if I had little pottery items. So we'll just kind of figure that out. All right, the day has arrived where I need to, what is that called? Style, yeah. Decorate my fireplace bookshelves and mantelpiece. I'm really enjoying the finish. I think it looks really good. Really happy with it. The fireplace thing is in there. We've already used it. We haven't used the heat, but just like the flame to make it look so cozy. But now I'm gonna head down into my little thrift store. No, all of my pretty items I'm keeping in the basement. And let's go down there and check it out what I can. Really have no idea what I'm gonna put in these shelves yet. So one of the unexpectedly great things about this house is that it has an unfinished basement. Very unfinished. Maybe as the weather cools down, we'll be able to use it for games or something, but because it was very warm in the summer and kind of smelled like earth. But now it's cooling down. It's nice down here and I've been able to store all of my things, which I don't know what I would do without. Now I have to have a huge unfinished basement. First thing, we got all of the art that I haven't hung yet and put it up on the wall because so often I don't even know what I have. Or it's like sitting in stacks, it gets knocked over, it gets ruined. And so we just put a bunch of nails up and got it off the floor, which is great. It's also just really fun to look at. Over here, we have like Christmas stuff and whatnot. Maybe we'll put like a ping pong table down here or something. But over here is my happy place. You can see I have shelving with my copper that I've collected, my silver and pewter, brass candlesticks, lampshades, baskets, dishes, plant stuff, lamps, more dishes, a bunch of my silk flowers and whatnot in here, some tablecloths. So I love it. So I have to figure out what I'm putting in there and how I'm going to style it. I'm kind of feel like the fireplace is kind of arts and crafts style. And so something like this is very arts and craftsy to me. That would look good in there and it would look really good with the wood. And so maybe I should grab a couple copper items that would fit well in those spots. There's another one, that's cute. Those two. Okay, copper. I do have some, like this is a really great green, but I think that would just fill the whole opening. Is there anything, this might look cute in there. It's like an old, I honestly don't even know what it is. It kind of looks like it could be old, but I don't know. It's cute though. Oh, I love this jug, but he's like a little friar jug. He's cute. Maybe I'll bring him kind of arts and craftsy once again. Oh, this would go well up there. It's a little piece of, what's this called again? My brain just, Roseville, little piece of Roseville. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna grab from down here. And then I might grab some books and I don't know, I might come back and grab some things if it's not filling out the way I want it to. Already I have in there, that is like the gaming remotes. One's not put away, but I have this. I also realized that I should have grabbed more greenery to kind of disguise the cords up there. And then I got to figure out some books. I also got this basket at the thrift store the other day for like, I think $1. And I like to have baskets like this that can hold our delivery remote. So we have a spot to put them that's easy and accessible. So I might tuck that somewhere in there too. Got some books. And then I love this Chinese bowl. I think the colors are perfect for in here. So, and it matches really well with the butterfly motif back there. So we'll see if I can't work that in too. That looks so cute. really like how those green books look in there. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna go. There's a suitcase rolling upstairs. It's very loud. I'm gonna go grab some plants and greenery. I love IKEA plants because I like plants, but I don't necessarily want to take care of them. I went downstairs and got some more stuff. That looks pretty sad. I also have that one that doesn't work together, but it does look cute. I can also do a second one. Oh, why this looks so bad. Maybe I need to spend some time fixing it. Let's take this one and this one and put them belly to belly. No, that doesn't look any good. No, it doesn't look good. I gotta think about that. I'm gonna show you what I do when I just need some greenery. I go out front. These bushes need to be trimmed anyhow. So I'm just taking a few of these and they last like weeks. So I'm gonna take a few more and tuck them in just to fill in the spots. It also makes it look a lot less artificial. Okay, got a few to tuck in. That looks pretty cute. I think the last thing I want to do is find some picture books I could stack on either side and put those candlesticks on. Let's do it. I keep all my design books in here, and there's some I like to look at all the time. And this is a great color green. I'm going to put up some green curtains in there, so that will be great. This is a very pretty book. This is a pretty book. Love that book. It's a really old book of English cottages, illustrations from different villages. It's amazing. That way I remember that I own it and I can keep looking at it. I think I have some over here too. I was looking at this one and these. Let's bring all of them and see what we can do. This one is such a pretty one. You really want to see the top of it. I love this one too. So this one would look really pretty on top of there because you can still peek through and see that pretty book. So let's try that. I need to get some white candles because I think they look way prettier with them in there. Cute. Cute. Thank you, Eve. Let's light the fire. Cute. And let's look at it all come together. and it's done. I liked it. Okay, when I first saw it, I loved it. Then when I got it, it was smelly, really, really smelly and dirty and breaky in a lot of places. And I thought, did I get in over my head? And then I refinished it and I liked it. Pulled it in the house, I liked it. But I didn't completely finish it until this video. And then once I got in here, and now that I've put these things in here, I love it again. I think it looks so cute. I think it looks, not necessarily like real, but I feel like every house needs a hearth, and like it's like a symbol of warmth and hominess and coziness. But I just love it. I'm super happy with it, and that we have this. In what, a month, I'll be able to put our stockings up on it. I will be able to change it out for the seasons and put different things on it. But I feel like it's something straight out of a little English library or something, little English cottage library. So I love it. Thanks for coming along on the journey. I got this on Amazon. I will link it down below in case you want one of these. They come in a few different colors, red, blue, black. I think they're so cute. And you know, the fire's not real, but it still hits the spot in the evening when you have it going. It still does. And we even have like a little crackling tool. Here, I'll do it. And you can put that in there. And it's silly, but it's theater, but it works. It's the spot for the Knorps. We love coziness. So anyways, I could still stack some more things in here, and I'm happy about that because I like to thrift. In fact, just about everything on these shelves, with the exception of a couple of newer design books, but everything else is thrifted. And so I love that you can go and find beautiful things and collect them over time, and not have to necessarily just go and buy everything at full price at the store. So I love it. I'm super happy with it. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you next time when I get to decorate the shelves that we made in the last video, and I get to finally, the paint is cured, and I get to fill those up with a bunch more things that I've got set aside. So we'll talk to you then, guys. Bye.